Hello and welcome to another second channel video. Bit of a different venue this time. I am up against a wall with this, I don't know if you can see it, this little cushion thing that I initially got from my bed, but I haven't used it in my bedroom in a long time. I've had it propped up against back here for the last little while because I have a couple of my shelves here and I like to look at my things. We'll see if we can get a little view of them once I move all these. But as you can see, we got Bleach here today. I figured I don't think I had all of Bleach in the first taking all my Bleach DVDs out and then putting them back in video. So I figured I'd do it again now that I have all of it. All of it that has been released on physical media up to this point. So we obviously have 1000 Year Blood War Blu-rays, but everything else is on DVD. It would make sense to start backwards, and I'm pretty sure that's what we did last time. Shit. Now I gotta put these back in order. Hold on. I just need to make sure I've got everything here. These will go on the shelf this way. Sorry, these box sets I have on the shelf backwards compared to everything else. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm sick. So my voice might be a little bit quieter than usual. Whatever, man. And my God. From this point, I should be able to just stack like this. So here is our stack. Don't know how well you can see that. Let's try to get it from this angle. The piano bench is in the way. But that's our stack. And now we're going to start taking everything out. Something I thought was really cool with these Blu-rays is that for these paper covers on the actual cases, they're dual-sided. So, you know, this one has this, but then on the inside it also has You Watch on the back. That's how I'm saying his name. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Yuhaba doesn't sound right to me. You can see that it's kind of inverted colors in there. And part 2 is those colors. And its inverse is the same as part 1, although this is actually a little pinkish instead of red. But still, I think that's really cool. So, that's these out of the way. Those are the Blu-rays. Only 2 discs per. I will show them in a second. I have to put these back in their sleeves. So, here are the discs for part 1. And here are the discs for part 2. I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of colors they choose for part 3 and part 4. Because apparently there is going to be 4 parts. I'm not sure if I did this in the last one, but I'm going to this time. The Bleach 4-film collection. This one is also just 2 discs. These are DVDs now, so they're a little bit rougher around the edges, but here's what those look like. Stick those right here. Should I count the discs? We have 6 right now. We'll see if I keep up with that. I can't notate or anything because I'm recording on my phone, obviously. So now we have DVD set 26, the final of the original Bleach anime. These final white box sets, DVD sets, are pretty lame because their discs are just plain white. I don't need to show it off for all of them. They're just plain white like this. This set is only 2. I think a few of the other ones are only 2. But most of the, cased DVDs are 3 sets, or 3 discs. So this makes 8. I'm actually going to separate these out a little bit. The Blu-rays there. Bam. DVD set 25. We got Kugo Ginjo right there. This makes 10. I said I wasn't going to show them off, but I think that's a nice idea to just do it like that. This is 10 discs. This is DVD set 24, a filler set. We You got Byakuya and Hitsugaya on there. I think I deduced, whatever, of the 26 DVD sets, only like 17 of them are canon, which, you know, that's a pretty good number until you factor in that of those 17, I think only 4 of them are not the Arrancar saga, which I think is funny. That number could be wrong. That's just what I have in my head right now. I can double check later, maybe. So what was that, 10? So this would be 13, 14? No, 11, 12. See, this is why I don't really want to count them, because that stuff's gonna happen quick. This is DVD set 23, more filler. Well, I guess 24 would have been more filler. This is the start of the filler, I think. No, actually, I think it doesn't matter. DVD set 23, we're still in 2-disc territory. Still in plain white land. DVD set 22. What is that? Mugetsu? Is that what that's called? The final Getsuga Tensho. Our discs. This is good insurance to make sure I'm not like skipping any of them. Here we have Hyogyoku. I don't remember how to pronounce that. Aizen. I just recently got back to watching Bleach again. I had restarted it earlier this year, but now I'm back to watching it again. I'm probably halfway through Season 3 at this point, I think. I don't remember the episode number, but I think the last thing that happened was Rukia's execution date got pushed forward to tomorrow at noon. And, you know, Renji and Ichigo are down there training with Yoruichi. And Renji just, like, said, alright, I'm gonna head off. And Yoruichi's like, can he really reach Bankai in one day? And Ichigo's like, I don't fucking know, but we're gonna fucking find out, aren't we, Yoruichi? And that's how the episode ended. I don't remember anything else from the episode except that. I don't know. DVD set 20. This, by the way, is Shinji. Hirako Shinji. I like how they put him upside down whenever they put him on the DVD covers. I think that's cool. Once again, plain white, 2 discs. I think we're coming to the end of this, though. Here we have Okiura. I don't remember what the released form for Arrancars is called, but I'm pretty sure that's his released form. Ooh! A Neon Alley flyer I haven't seen yet. I have another one in one of these other ones. I'm not gonna hang on to this, but let's hold it up like that. Maybe I'll get a screenshot of it or take a picture of it later or something. But I'll be sure to bring up the other one when we get around to it. I think Neon Alley is such a funny concept. It makes sense for the time that it came out. Like, just English dubbed anime. Because that's probably what would have been more popular, at least over here in the States, in like 2011, 2012. But I think it's just really funny now, seeing how like the anime elitist culture has evolved since. And I think just in general, the whole thing is funny because it ended up getting like absorbed by Hulu, and now it just doesn't exist anymore. I think it only lasted a couple years. You know, Hulu is like the place to stream anime, aside from Crunchyroll, of course. I don't really fuck with Crunchyroll these days. Not that I really watch anime these days. Not a whole lot. I mean, I'm obviously watching Bleach again, but I'm kind of burnt out on anime. I don't know. By the way, here we have our first, or I guess last 3-disc set. This is DVD set 17 with Rangiku. By the way, this is some version of Hollow Ichigo. So these DVDs, I think, are very cool. I wish they kept this up. They have this pattern on them, which matches the pattern on the DVD case, like the DVD cover. They do this from 17 to, I think, set 11. They had all of these really cool colors for these cases, and then they just decided to go back to plain-ass white. I don't get that. Viz moment, I guess. I mean, you see what they're doing to the One Piece manga covers. The cover for the first volume of of One Piece Egghead was so cool. And I mean, like, they transferred the art well, right? But they choose one color for the One Piece logo, and that's it. Renji on DVD set 16. The logo for the first volume of Egghead in Japan was like this really beautiful rainbow gradient. And I'm just like, why can't you let us have nice things over here, man? Like, I get it's not that big of a difference. Not that big of a deal. But I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I just get a bad taste in my mouth whenever I see these, like, anime manga companies do shit like that these days. Here's the other Neon Alley flyer. I think this is, like, teasing it, and the other one was, like, actually promoting it. I don't know. I'm not really engaged that much in the anime space right now, but I feel like it's become very corporate over here. Thanks, of course, to the likes of Crunchyroll. I'm not gonna talk much about Crunchyroll. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Crunchyroll. I just feel like I don't like how they're, like, monopolizing the anime industry, the Western anime industry, by acquiring, like, Funimation, essentially, but I'm pretty sure they've done a few other, like, smaller anime streaming sites. I think High Dive's still alive and kicking, but I don't know. And then they removed the comments section instead of just, like, enforcing moderators. That was a few months ago at this point. But that was kind of the last straw for me, I feel like. It's like, if you, the one singular legal anime website, pretty much, are not going to foster community, or like are going to stop fostering community, rather, like, I don't really give a shit anymore. By the way, I've been skipping over it. This one's a little damaged, unfortunately, but this Shonen Jump Alpha flyer, I think this is like a digital magazine. Yeah. It's basically the Shonen Jump app before the Shonen Jump app. I think what Viz are doing with the manga industry over here is pretty okay. I don't like that they hiked their prices again about a year ago or so. Maybe that was the start of this year. I don't remember. But, you know, inflation's fucking up everything, so you can't really expect too much. Maybe Viz is actually this, like, giant corporate monopoly, just like Crunchyroll is, but I feel like I see a lot more manga publishers around, like, Barnes & Noble and stuff than I do, like, names on anime. Like, you got Kodansha, you got Vertical. Those are really the only two I can name off the top of my head. But there are a lot more than just Viz doing manga in the States. But anything like anime related nowadays, you always see Crunchyroll's name on there somewhere. I don't think they're on Bleach because Bleach isn't streaming on Crunchyroll. And I'm kind of starting to think that's a good thing. I was kind of upset about it at first because I was watching Bleach on Crunchyroll and they just took it off. I don't know. I'm not a fan of monopolies. I'll play the board game every once in a while, though. Like the Roblox version. Here is a promo for Bleach, the movie, Fade to Black. I would pull out my 4-film collection DVD, but it's buried currently. Let me show you the system I've got going here. These are all the, post these whites. These are all the colors. We're going to put all the first whites in their own section, and all these cardboard box sets are going to be in their own section. Blu-rays are in their own section. That's how we're doing this. And I'll also show off our stack of DVDs here. Right there, look at it. Komi Can't Communicate, Kaguya-sama in the background, fuck yeah. I've kind of been thinking, once Bleach the 1,000-Year Blood War is done airing, hold that tangent, because the discs just changed again. I think this is the era of the white background with Japanese text discs for these first white sets. Yeah. This says, Koko kara wa a kanji I've never seen before, de are soda. That's the kanji for power. I know that. I don't know what the top one is. Something about power, I guess. Koko kara wa something about power de yare soda. I don't know what yare soda means. Koko kara, from here. Little Japanese lesson for you from a white guy, in case you needed that today. By the way, I think this is the final DVD set with episodes in a full screen resolution. Starting from DVD set 11, they're all widescreen. Neat little tidbit there. Was I talking about something? Oh yeah, I'm thinking about once Bleach 1000 Year Blood War finishes airing, and however long that's going to be, and I have all the Blu-rays, I might switch teams a little bit. You know, I'm collecting the One Piece manga, and I'm all caught up on that for now, for physical release. And I've obviously been collecting Bleach on home media, so I'm thinking about once, you know, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War ends, that's it. So I might start trying to get the One Piece anime. And like, you know, I don't know if I want to go for the original DVD release or the One Piece The Collection DVD release. That's something that I'm going to have to consider. Or if I don't know if One Piece is on Blu-ray. I would imagine it would be, but I also don't know if they're even still putting it out. Like, again, I would imagine they would be, but I don't know. I think the last I heard about One Piece The Collection was for some part of Dressrosa. I don't know, it's been a fucking minute, dude. I'm kinda out of touch with all this shit these days. You can't see it, but I'm working on, like, collecting, like, just TV shows now. We got all 9 seasons of Seinfeld, plus the first 3 seasons, again, in this collector's box. I made a video on that. All 6 seasons of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all 4 seasons of Everybody Hates Chris. My family already owned these, but the first 2 seasons of Leave It to Beaver and Happy Days, I got VHS going up in this shit. Both VHS Toy Story movies, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the first 3 Home Alones, Star Trek 1, 2, and 6, and Generations and First Contact. I have the 1992 VHS release of the original Star Wars trilogy, and the 1997 special edition release of the original Star Wars trilogy, and Episode 1, and then the first 13, and this little compilation thing of Def Comedy Jam. The first 13 of those, and this Too Raw for TV. Then I have a few more over here. Men in Black, Dr. Dolittle, She-Devil, which I have not watched yet. Nor have I watched like half of Men in Black. I gotta finish it. VHS is nice like that, because you can just pop it out and put it back in right where you left off. VHS should make a comeback. I know they put out a season of Stranger Things on VHS, because I found it in the DVD section at Entertainment. Again, Shinji upside down on the DVD cover. I think that's fucking sick. A nice little reference to your show there. Here we have DVD set 6, the final single disc version that I have. And I forgot, these ones are fucky. I technically have 3 different versions of this in here. If you didn't know, the Bleach anime was released on these, as well as like singles DVDs that had like 4 episodes each. Pretty much one of these discs, but that's all that was in the package. And I have singles set 27 and 28 for this DVD set, and then this disc 3. I would imagine it's the same episodes. I haven't actually looked yet, but I think I looked online. 110 to 121, that kind of checks out. 118 to 121, that's 4 episodes. 4 episodes per, checks out more or less, right? I haven't been reading these off, and I'm not going to read this, because the only character I recognize is that one. I think maybe that's the kanji for I. It's something. But yeah, that is the final single case one in my collection. Now we move on to the box sets with these motherfuckers. This is Season 5, The Assault of the Bount Saga. I tried watching the Bount arc. Keyword being tried. I don't really remember how many episodes I got in. Whenever Uryu got involved and they started talking about shit like they need Quincy's for their plan or whatever, I'm just like, nah, fuck this shit, right? Because obviously there's no way in hell they could have known at the time that Kubo would do the Thousand Year Blood War arc, but just knowing about the Thousand Year Blood War arc and knowing what it's about, I just kind of feel like the Bount arc being even any semblance of centered around Quincy's, because obviously I don't know the actual involvement of that plot point, but just knowing that it exists, I feel like kind of shits on the legacy a little bit, you know? I mean, much more than just that shits on the legacy of Bleach when it comes to the Bount arc. But yeah, these are all black. They all say the Bount on them in Japanese. I imagine those kanji mean assault. If they don't, that would be pretty weird. Season 4, The Bount, actually has 2 parts. So we have 7 discs for this. These are blue. I'm pretty sure that just says Bount Arc. I think I originally had the singles release for this. Either that or one of these. It was called DVD Set 4 Part 2, which I think is kind of fucking stupid. Just call it DVD Set 5, dumbass. But that wouldn't line up because, you know, Season 5 is the, fucking the other thing. I think it's kind of dumb. But I got the box set version. I think I bought it from my local anime store. I don't know what I did with the singles version. I probably donated it back to Entertain Mart. I don't know why I have Funky Dealer by Hideki Naganuma stuck in my head. I used to pronounce his name Hideki, and I'm really upset that I did. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm dumb. Oh, hi and a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Like, honestly, shitting on the legacy starts with Rukia's involvement in this shit. Like, why the hell is she there? She's not supposed to be there! I don't remember why Rukia took so long to come back from the Soul Society in the canon. I think maybe she just wanted to stay for a little bit, which is valid, right? But she just kind of fucking shows up, and I'm just like, why? Like, Rukia's whole arc in the Soul Society saga, Soul Society arc, whatever, is so just nice. I love how it bookends. And now you come in and she's just fucking... I mean, in terms of the anime, I guess it's fair. But, like, I don't know. I don't like the Bount arc very much as a concept. Anyway, these are the box sets. Here we have Season 3, The Rescue. This is what I'm watching right now. I believe I am between episodes 50 and 53. For those in the audience wondering. Here's a picture of my wife, Yoruichi. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we did actually get married. These ones, Japanese, I don't know what the hell that says. I like the blue, though. In the last one, I think I was able to compare it to the singles version I have from this season. It was like a deeper blue. Maybe I can put a clip of that. I don't know what the hell happened to that. I'm sure I still have it somewhere. I think I'm just like using it as like fodder. Like, these bookshelves are really deep, so I just have like random DVDs back here that I know nobody cares about. Sure as hell I don't care about. Back there, just to push everything forward a little bit. I remember the first time, I think I like showed off who all was inside these. I'm not gonna do that this time. More effort than it's worth, really. I mean, you can go back and watch the first one. I just wanted to do this again to put something on my second channel, honestly. To put out a video at all. My legs are so numb. It has been 33 minutes and I am still taking these out. I wonder how long this took the first time. These ones are red with Japanese cool-ass Renji drawing there. And finally, we come back down to Season 1. These ones are gray with Japanese text. Alright, y'all. That is all the discs removed from their cases. Here is the stack of all the cases. Maybe you can see those, maybe you can't. I'm going to go stretch my legs for a minute, and then we will be back to put them all back. We are now going to begin the process of putting everything back. I feel like I was doing really well about keeping myself talking, and then I left for a little bit. Not left, but just stepped away to take care of something. And now I don't really know what to talk about. I watched Steven Universe recently. Technically, I'm still watching it. I'm a few episodes into Future, but I'm not watching it right now. Obviously, because I'm watching fucking Bleach! Nah, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like the show very much as a child, and I think I didn't like it just because I was an asshole, and my sisters liked it. So obviously that meant I had to hate it. And that, preconception just kind of stuck with me. Until one day I just decided to start watching it. And I ended up really loving it. I think it's an incredible show. Obviously there are some shortcomings toward the end. I'm not going to speak on anything that may or may not have been happening behind the scenes at the time, because my only source is these reaction YouTubers I watch. But apparently some shit was going on behind the scenes with the show's production, and Cartoon Network was just like, here's an ultimatum, you either remove XYZ, yada yada yada, and you get 3 more seasons, or don't, and you're done. And she didn't, so she got season 5, and then the movie, and I guess Future as an epilogue. I said I wasn't gonna speak on it, and then spoke on it. So I think, especially the finale was pretty rushed. I feel like I would have liked for more to happen. I think the initial confrontation with White Diamond was pretty cool, but I feel like I just wanted more. I think, they did not go there to fight White Diamond, so I don't think a fight with White Diamond would have really made sense. But I don't know, I just feel like it got resolved way too quickly. But overall, I enjoyed the fuck out of the show. I'll finish Future eventually. My mind's elsewhere right now, though. Kind of the same thing of why I'm burnt out on anime right now. Literally, all I watched for 2.5 straight years was anime. And all I watched was Steven until I finished Steven. So I'm kind of letting it marinate for a little bit, I guess. What the hell? How did this happen? Okay, something happened here. I put disc 2 in box 7 and disc 3 in box 6. I don't know how that happened. I don't know, I think it's very, very cool how progressive Steven Universe was for its time. I am a straight white guy, so I don't really have that much room to speak on inclusivity and all that. But I think it's cool. I think it's really nice, really neat how they did that. I think it's really shitty that that's kind of ultimately what ended up getting the show canceled. But, whatever. What they did was nice. I liked it. I want to sit down and watch Avatar, The Last Airbender. I feel like that's one of the shows that I liked as a kid, but never really have watched start to finish before. Not that that's necessarily a requirement for liking a show, right? But I just want to watch it again. Bringing up the reaction YouTubers again, I watched their videos watching it, but I want to watch the show for myself. And that was a while ago anyway. So I feel like I have a pretty clean slate right now. So I think that's going to be the next show I watch. Maybe, well, definitely not when I get finished with Bleach Season 3, because I'm pretty much already there. And I want to keep watching Bleach. But once I decide I'm tired of Bleach for a little bit, maybe I'll start Avatar. I don't know why I have this mindset that I have to only be watching one show at a time. I feel like that's very detrimental to my enjoyment of things. But that's just the way it is. That's also probably another contributing factor into why I got so burnt out on anime. I'm sorry to keep bringing that up, it just keeps coming up in my mind. Maybe I'll watch Bleach and Avatar at the same time. Whoever thought of that? Not me. I also gotta finish Seinfeld. I watched the first, 6.5 seasons like that. And then I got into season 7. And I think I just got bored. I'm 3 episodes into season 8 now. Episode 3 of season 8, I think it is. The Bizarro Jerry is honestly one of my favorite episodes of the show. I just think it was really funny. I love kind of I guess, out of the box is the only word coming to mind, kind of plot devices or whatever. Just plots in general. They're just being a complete opposite of you and your friends. I think it's really funny, the little subplot about Kramer getting a job, and then he and Jerry just acted like an old married couple for the rest of the episode. I think that was really funny. I've read online that the show generally starts to decline in quality after Larry David left, which was after season 7, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, I don't know, I feel like also a lot of the episodes I hear about, obviously I've already watched, but there's still quite a few in these last 2 seasons. And some of the most iconic things from Seinfeld that I've heard about are in these last 2 seasons. So we're gonna see, Serenity Now and Festivus. I'm pretty sure those are both in season 9. Season 8 has The Pothole, which is an episode I read about on Reddit or somewhere. Some image website complaining about the version on Netflix that's in 16:9 that cuts out the pothole from the episode The Pothole, which I think is really funny. I think it would be really, really neat, really funny to... I call everything funny, I'm learning. But just, I think it would be interesting to check out, other sitcoms that, celebrities these days had in the 90s. I found out Steve Harvey had a sitcom, Drew Carey had a sitcom, fucking Ellen had a sitcom, all of which were evidently pretty good. I've also got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air here, and Everybody Hates Chris. I've brought those up. I think I'm going to watch these after I finish Seinfeld, whenever that day may come. Or I could watch them while I'm watching Seinfeld, you know. I brought that up. I want to watch what I own first, and then I'll go hunting. I want to rely on streaming as little as possible in this modern age, which is proving to be a little bit difficult because I watched Steven Universe on Hulu. I mean, so far I'm really just buying things that I know I've found funny in the past, even if I haven't really sat down to watch them necessarily. Like Fresh Prince and Everybody Hates Chris, and Seinfeld to a degree. But I just kind of thought it would be funny if I had all 9 seasons of Seinfeld on DVD, just to have all 9 seasons of Seinfeld on DVD. But no, I like the show. I like Seinfeld. I honestly, you kind of hear this everywhere on the internet, but I think season 4, season 5 was kind of where the show peaked. I feel like that's where it was its most... I think it's where the humor was most in tune with my humor. The episode where they just get stuck in a parking garage all day. I thought that was one of the funniest episodes. Or where they go to some beach house and Kramer illegally poaches lobsters or something. Something along those lines. I thought that one was really funny. I mean, I thought the whole show was funny, right? But I just feel if I took out these DVDs and looked at the episode listings, I guarantee I could give you at least one per disc that I remember really liking, but it's oh my god, it's just one of those things, right? Is it just one of those things? You tell me! I'm back on the 2 discs now. It is very strange only having 2 discs, because I'm so used to putting them front and back. I got a bitch about something. I bought Doctor Who Season 13 Flux on DVD. It's a 3-disc set, right? So you would expect it to be set up like one of these, right? Put a disc there, and a disc there. No! They put a disc here, and a disc here. And the thing that infuriates me the most that I found out tonight is that the insert for, like, the flaps for multiple discs had, like, the mold of where you would put the disc on the back, but it wasn't there. It's just the one on the front, and I think that is the stupidest shit ever. Like, what the hell? Who came up with that? I hate, like, modern DVD cases with a passion. They are made out of the lowest fucking quality, flimsy-ass plastic mankind has ever conceived, and I had a stroke of luck the other night because my mom and some of my other family were doing a craft fair down on our local library, and I found this cart that was just advertising free DVD cases. So now I have a shit ton over there. I think 47 I counted. Maybe I've swapped out a few by now, but I don't know, man. Capitalism fucking sucks. Everything has to be as cheap as possible. Like, even when did this come out? I don't see a date on here. This was probably around, like, 2010, 2011. That recently. These DVD cases are so much better quality. Like, I feel sorry for anybody trying to get into DVD with new movies. Because, like, that shit sucks, man. I feel sorry for people trying to get into new movies in general. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of great movies coming out. But by and large, from just what I've seen around, I'm not much of a movie guy. I don't, like, go to the theater and see every movie that comes out, right? I just kind of feel like they're just getting to be, like, all the same, like, Hollywood slop I've seen thrown around a few times, right? Like the MCU brand of humor has just, like, infected Hollywood, is, like, the main thesis of this one video essay I watched on YouTube. I don't know, I feel like media in general is starting to have less and less of, like, a significance in, like, the modern daily life, and I think that really fucking sucks. Because this is so much of just, like, our history as humans, and to have it just be, like, commercialized and monopolized to such a degree really pisses me off, both as a consumer and just, like, an enthusiast and, like, preservationist to a degree. I'm just like, come the fuck on, you guys. We had this shit figured out 20 years ago. Why are we changing the formula now? Answer, money, obviously. I don't know. Shit's fucking stupid. I just sat here for, like, almost an hour straight just playing with my discs. I don't know, the last video got like 100 fucking views. I wonder how many this is gonna get. Probably like 2, because I already did this. This is like the extended cut, I'll call it that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes taking all my Bleach DVDs and Blu-rays out of their cases and putting them back. Again. Last time I ended by the shelf. I don't really want to do that this time. So, as always, thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. I'll try to actually fucking edit it this time. I have done so many second channel videos like this that I'll just die after I record them. I've deleted most of them just by sheer accident. So those are all lost media forever. They had never existed to any of you, and probably not to me here in a couple months. But, I don't know. Thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.